Hello Internet, my name is Zero and welcome back to another episode of Slay the Princess. Last time, we did everything we could not to slay the princess. Now, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is you're here to slay her.
Yeah. No, you can skip previously seen dialogue by hitting tab on your keyboard or L2 on your controller. Oh! I didn't know I could do that. I didn't know I could play this game with a controller. Oh, okay. Explore the end of the world. What are you talking about? Silently continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path.
Yeah. Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin, the blade is...
Okay. Enter the basement. Take the blade.
You take the blade from...
Enter the cabin. Let's see what happens.
The door to the base...
Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Ooh. I don't like the
You
way
walk
she
down
said
the
that.
stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
That's a good question.
Focus on the task at hand.
Don't care.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Oh, you sound a little smug. Maybe. What? No way. Why do you even think that? Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. Nuh-uh. The fuck you mean, nuh-uh?
Then drop the knife.
We
Okay.
should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare. It's
All right.
fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Got a point. Drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling
Yeah.
hand.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Bet.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed.
Why are you so persistent on murder?
We'll be fine.
Yeah, we will.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to...
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Oh, you hitting on me? Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
You're apparently going to end the world. I know what I've been told. Whether or not I believe it is entirely a different matter.
So you're not going to share? How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk. But this isn't talking.
You got a point. I've already made my decision.
Have you decided what to do with me?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you loose.
You know why you're here.
Yeah, to free her. Slay the princess. Getting you out of here.
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
Yeah, you can fight me all
You
you
walk
want.
up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Maybe they did.
Well, you do have that big, sharp knife. You could always cut me out of here.
Oh,
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
God damn.
Is someone else here? You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for
Right.
whom? Easier for everyone.
Yeah, my ass.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's
What
arm,
is with my
just
hands?
above the
Why,
massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world.
Well, too bad. It's gonna happen.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and wait.
Oh.
This isn't fair. You can't just do...
Warn her.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back. Stop it.
Wait, what the? I can't resist? Well, I'm not gonna slay the princess. I'm gonna resist.
Thank you.
Oh, fuck.
Swing your arm towards her throat, the blade singing through the air. But she's ready for it. She grabs your arm, her grip like a stone vice. You drop the blade, pathetically. She lets go, and faster than you can react,
shit.
rears back and hits you with a bone-shattering haymaker. There's a ringing in your ears. You're fairly certain you can feel bone grinding against bone where she fractured your jaw, but your body isn't allowing you to feel much right now. Adrenaline coursing through your system and numbing your nerves.
Oh, shit.
You fall to your knees. You're barely able to bring your trembling arms up to defend yourself before she hits you again. Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact, unknown ruptures blossoming with blood somewhere inside of you.
Wow, this is your fault, narrator.
You poor thing. I'll go ahead and put you out of your misery.
See, now she hates us.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground. Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess. It can't just end like this, right? I'm sorry, but it's over.
This is your fault.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2, the tower.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end you're here to slay her.
Proceed to the cabin. Is it a tower now?
A warning. Before you go any further, she will... Can we turn... You're being in... Just ignore their
Oh, shit.
bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot...
What did you say? Okay. Sorry, but it's over. Yada yada yada. The narrator, voice of the hero. Sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark. Yada yada yada. Same thing the narrator says. If you don't, the world will end. A warning before you go any further. She will lie. Voice of the broken. We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending that we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us. Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge. I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering.
I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter. Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible. So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be.
Proceed to
If
the
that's
cabin.
what you want.
Okay, I'm gonna try going down there without the knife. See what that does.
The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Oh, and coincidentally, there's a ladder there.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do... Why do we feel so small?
That's a good question.
We don't feel small. We are small.
Damn.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's definitely a mirror.
Yeah, I see the mirror.
There isn't.
No, there is.
Who cares if there's a mirror? We're all going to die anyway. And I'm sure that if we looked in there, we'd just see something sad and miserable looking back at us. We don't need any reminders of what we are. It would only make things worse.
We're a monster.
For the last time, you're not going to die unless you let it happen. And luckily for you, there isn't a mirror, so no one needs to worry about confronting a grisly visage any time in the near future. Though, for what it's worth, if there were a mirror, I'm sure that you wouldn't find anything sad or miserable in it looking back at you. You probably look perfectly normal.
Right.
Probably. Do you not know what we look like? He knows. He just doesn't have the heart to tell us.
I'm a monster. All I know is that my claws are like that of a bird's talons. Remain silent. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror
You
clean.
reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
Oh no, not happening. I'm figuring this shit out. Take the blade, enter
No
the
blade
basement.
this time. Yeah. Maybe she'll be more receptive if we're unarmed. Blade. No blade.
It
Doesn't matter.
Oh my god, this guy's making me feel bad.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease.
What?
Huh. This is actually kind of nice.
Really?
It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Oh shit.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Oh boy.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. You shouldn't have come down here unarmed. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her. Should we
Yeah.
be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Continue down the stairs. Let's do
Making
this.
your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond.
Wait, what?
The
Temple.
princess towers over you,
Whoa!
almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
She looks like a goddess!
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
We're setting her free.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants.
Wait, you called me a little bird.
I see your hands are empty. You've already given up, haven't you? You aren't even going to try and kill me. How sweet. And more than a little disappointing.
She's disappointed in us?
What?
Kneel.
I'm sorry, if a woman talks to me like that, I might as well do it.
On her command, you fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
That's my good little bird.
Okay,
Now,
she needs to stop.
Why don't we talk?
Okay.
The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs. I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me.
I'm sorry, what?
The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations.
What?
It's time for me to seize my destiny. And you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Of course.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It does. But why did she say the last time we met? That's not right. That can't be right.
It is. You're just dumb.
She's right. We've been here before. And we've died here before. Pitifully. We might as well do what she asks of us and help her.
Am I
She
like
is
her
inevitable.
disciple?
Can't you feel it?
Is this a Thanos moment right here?
He's being melodramatic, but the point stands. What are we even supposed to do to stop her?
Good point.
Well, I'll be damned. That's not good.
Yeah.
Okay. First things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done.
What am I gonna do to kill her?
The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. If you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
Well, too bad. I've lost. What would you have me do? What do you have planned?
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
That's it? If you're so powerful, can't you just break the chains
Don't
yourself?
be rude. Of course she can. It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world. That's exactly why it's rude. We should know our place.
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do.
Oh. You want me to break the chains, not... Okay.
The story of a terrible and bountiful god unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am, or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was. The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity. The song of you, being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world.
I mean, I could just leave you here.
And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better dawn. Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
Oh god, they got a really good voice actor for her. Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can be whatever you want to be.
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart.
Okay. I have questions for you before I decide to do anything. What happened to you after I died?
Know the limits of your privilege, little bird.
Okay.
There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
Oh, God. I don't know how to feel about what she's calling me. I'm yours to command. Pledge yourself to her. That's literally the only option.
Your will was so easily broken. Am I that magnificent?
I wanted to question you more, honestly.
All you need to do now is break my chains.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say.
Yeah.
No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
Well, too bad it's happening.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong. Trying to conceal you from me.
Wait, what?
Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Wait, is she talking about the narrator?
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you?
Oh, shit.
A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
Oh, fuck.
No. What are you talking about?
I don't care what you are. You're mine. Rise, my little bird.
Oh, boy, this just got dangerous.
Without hesitation, you are brought to your feet.
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? We don't even have a weapon. All you need to do is believe it's been done.
What? And what if I don't believe? What happens then? I have to. It's over. I'm sorry. Break her chains.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
What a good disciple you are.
Oh, God,
Come. It's time for us to leave. Nothing. And then everything.
Okay. Take her hand. Oh. Your obedient servant pledged your loyalty to your better. But you do not take her hand, nor will you ever. It's time to leave memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Approach the mirror. Don't be a coward! You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. I don't want to look at us.
Well, too bad. The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Oh, I'm seeing like more of myself, aren't I? You're withered. You find yourself in long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction.
A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
She became a goddess. You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions.
What?
The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
How can you stand to be a contradiction? Oh my god, there's... Attack the entity, destroy your body. I'm ready to go back. How many more vessels do I need to bring you? Do you still not care what I bring you next?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
God, this game always feels like it's ever expanding. It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me. No, not really at all. Seems so distant as soon as I'm near you. I have no opinion. I just want it all to stop. Yes, you're torturing me. I hate it. I think I hate you. If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
That's the answer I want to put for that. What do you think of this vessel?
This one is Dominance, a figure capable of bending everything to her will. She will make for a terrifying and divine heart. Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you.
You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Alright, how many more vessels do you need? Have you figured out what you'll want when you've finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
This game is so freaking good. Do you still not care what I bring you next?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
I like this entity. She's so nice. So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets. My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me.
How many more vessels do you need?
We will know when we near our destination.
Alright. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. That scares the shit out of me every time. Everything goes dark and you die. Okay. Bring the tower to her.
You're on a path.
Yeah. Yeah, so we continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Wait, what the hell? What was that? We're not going through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save the princess, not slay them. Okay. Alright. Let's see what we do this time. How about we just
The interior of the cabin is almost...
enter the basement? No knife.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below.
Huh.
This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's
Sounds scary.
hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I'm here to save you. I'm here to save you lie. Hey, I think I'm here to slay you.
Good. You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done.
Continue down the stairs.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Well, too bad.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Of course. I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Yeah, for you, because you don't want to fucking let her free.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
Am I?
No, you're doing the right thing.
Yes, I am.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No, sorry.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I hate it, but he does have that point. We've already tried that. I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there, and if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free. If there isn't a key, do you have any ideas?
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
Oh my god, her voice is so gentle. I love it.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
Okay.
You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Yeah, I kind of was expecting
Is
that.
someone else here? You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Yeah, well, not happening.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
They did.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before
Holy
raising
shit!
her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Well, too bad it's happening. Save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
Yeah, well,
No,
she
she
doesn't have
didn't.
it.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything?
Because we set her
It's like
free.
she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
It's not our place to judge, man.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Bet. Approach the locked
No,
door.
we won't have any of that. The
God,
stakes
man!
are too high.
You keep doing
You can't
this!
just let her escape into the world. No. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
You really
Watch
can't.
me.
What are you doing?
So the princess warned her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
Good.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Are you sure? Resist!
The blade. Move the blade.
Never!
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
Dude, she's scared.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
The right thing!
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Are you sure? Because you're the only one telling me that she needs to die.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
True.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, she
With
feels
one
horrible.
last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right?
There's gotta be a way.
Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
Dude, she's crying.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
The damsel. Okay, chapter 2. Oh, this is gonna be
You're
good.
on a
I like
path
this.
in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Yeah. Proceed to the cabin. I don't want to listen to your
A
crap.
warning. Before you, she will lie.
Yeah.
If only you knew what you did to us, you villain.
The voice of Smitten. I love it.
Excuse me?
You know what you did, you liar.
Forget he said anything.
Keep it a secret, though.
But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love.
Oh god, I love this guy.
Last time? What are you talking about? I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Alright. Proceed to the cabin. Alright. I must save the princess this time.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries. A prison befitting a royal prisoner.
Okay, I'm gonna look
The
in
only
the
furniture
mirror
of
one
note
more
is an
time.
ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I'm not going down with the blade. Approach the mirror.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
True.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know.
Wait,
We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
feather? Enter the basement, no knife.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Is
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love. Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think? We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
right.
You walk down the stairs and
Did her
lock
dress
eyes with the
change?
princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
God, that's so fucking cringy.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, it does.
Waiting for you to come back. You've been here before, haven't you? That's
Oh, yeah.
right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
Yeah.
We damned a whole world. But everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
Yeah, well, last time you tried to make us kill her, so...
Horrible for you, maybe, but we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is. Now, hold on, if she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
Positive!
We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
All
Are you
right.
listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
I didn't bring the knife. Do I have to cut you out again? You killed me last time, and it hurts a lot. Why did you do that? What happened after I died? I have to ask you, did you end the world after you killed me back there? I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
No, it wasn't.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
You sure?
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Good point. Oh, fuck. What if there's like another game from her perspective called Slay the Hero? Oh my god, that would be so... I would be tripping balls. I would have to play that. I
don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
No, actually, you not ending the world makes me happier.
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips. Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
No, it's not! I have no feelings one way or the other. Honestly, the world sucks. People are a plague, and I hope you brought a slow and painful ruin to them. Remain silent. No, I don't want the world to end.
Then I didn't end the world.
She just confessed.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself. Not so sure.
True. Okay. You killed me last time, and it hurt a lot. Why did you do that? What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking. I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Did we?
Not really, but it was the only other option she had.
We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone. She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
True.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
I mean, we haven't tried.
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
Are you sure?
Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
I mean, true.
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go
That
ahead
doesn't
and
make
slay
her a
her.
monster. It just makes her a little weird. Rescue the
No.
princess.
I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her?
Yeah,
I would if you had a weapon.
you know.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
That's bold.
You wouldn't.
Oh, he would.
I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You
It
approach
just
the princess
slips
and
out?
gingerly slide her hand from her bindings.
What the fuck?
That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
Oh my god. She could have just slipped her hand
Can't
out.
believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
That's it. The perspective of your level of belief affects the reality that this game is in.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, I'd be terrified if she just instantly turns personalities.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
Hey.
If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved.
You
Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
Oh my god, I fucking love how cringy it is.
What do we do now?
We leave and then we have our whole lives to figure out what we do next.
That sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers. We have each other. We don't
Oh,
need
God.
the world for our happy ending.
Oh,
I like to think
my
that you
God.
do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with.
Dude, what if this is the happy ending?
You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this.
But what if this is the happy
And
ending?
what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move.
Very.
Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Well, guess what? We're going to.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
It's the power of your emotions. The stronger they are, the more you can affect the reality.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
Oh yeah? Well, guess what? We're about to
Of
bust
course
the door
you
down.
wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known.
Dude, we've basically done many lifetimes already.
Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just
Sure.
along for the ride at this point.
I think I've got this. Open the door by yourself. Explore. Do you think you can open it? I think we can open it if we try. Together.
Okay. Yeah, you've got this.
You
The
place
door
your
opens.
hand on the door,
Door opens, please.
and the lock clicks, and the door
Oh my god, yes!
open. Are you kidding?
Oh my god, happy ending! Yes, please!
Ha! I knew it. Your words are no match for the pure strength of our hearts, bound together as one.
Oh, I'm a fucking sucker for the happy ending.
You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade. That's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
Well, too bad I'm letting her out. You're not doing that.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Oh,
Yes,
This
I
is
suppose
gonna be
you
the
are
best
going to
one.
do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside.
your love will set you free. Aww.
A happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Wait, pluck them all? But you don't get the chance to make that jacket, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Approach the mirror. You approach
This-
the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different.
It feels...
Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
Well, too bad. We're going to look. The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Silence as you reach forward, they're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Unravel. You're unraveled. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
I don't. Haven't I seen this one? Is that just a rhetorical question? Do you know? Do you want me to... Do you want to tell me? There are trees and stars, and there are people. I think... At least there are supposed to be people. Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real?
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
Okay. When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one? Ooh, that's a good question.
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
How many more vessels do you need?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
Just one more vessel? Oh, we are doing this. Hold up. Let's ask about the narrator.
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
Maybe. does. I don't know why, but I know that for a fact. He does. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. He does. He does. He does. But you're going to keep that to yourself. And when I find him, I'm going to kill him. When I find him, you and I are finally going to have answers. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him, but I know that for... We're gonna finally have answers.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
If this is the last time, is there anything you would like me to bring you? If this is the last stage before your completion, then I'm not going back. I'm just going to stay here.
You've already tried waiting, but I understand if you need more time. I'll wait with you.
What if I wait?
I will see you when you return.
What?
What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage?
Oh, I gotta finish this.
You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
What? Huh? That just closed the game. What the fuck? What the fuck? Hold up. Why did the game just close?
You have returned to me. Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
Oh! If this is the last time that... Is there anything you would like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
I'm ready to go
The
back.
next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. That scared the shit out of me. Oh my god. Oh, I should... The hero and the princess. Bring the damsel to her.
You're on a path. You're here to
I've always wanted to off a monarch be my lover. I forgot that's one of them.
You make your way up the short path.
Proceed to the cabin. I'm done with you, narrator.
The interior of the blade.
Take the
You
blade.
take
Ooh.
the door to the bay. Good. You're still listening to reason.
Alright.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist. She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
Yeah.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Stand. Wait, those the only options?
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do. blade
Thank you.
against your will be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're...
I'm going to... I'm getting you out of here.
Oh, you have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhat doubtful.
Well,
She speaks. We were stuck down here for long enough. You attempted
Okay,
someone.
yeah.
Without hesitation, you bring the blade down.
Oh,
the
what?
princess flinches as you strike, and your weapon sinks into her shoulder.
you bastard. If I have to kill you to leave this place, I'll do it.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's unarmed, and there's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you raise your blade to strike again, she kicks out, knocking your legs out from under you. The two of you struggle on the ground.
Oh,
You
shit.
lash out with the blade, slicing wherever you can. Her fists connect with your body again and again, each blow stronger than the last, shattering bone and rupturing tissue with reckless abandon. Forget trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
Oh, no. I don't want to, though.
You roll out of her grasp and shakily push yourself back to your feet. Though every inch of you is in pain, the princess probably has it worse. Blood pours out from countless gashes, staining her once pristine dress. She pauses for a moment, catching her breath, staring at you with wild eyes. We can still turn this around.
Finish the job. Give up. Run for the stairs and lock her in the basement. Maybe she'll bleed out. The door's locked.
You steel your resolve and take another step towards the
Oh,
princess.
God,
You
I
probably
don't
won't
wanna
make it
do
out of
this.
here alive, but you can at least make sure she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? What was that about not making it out of here alive? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh,
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun. You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
Not
You
even
don't have the
close.
time to worry over her words. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Do I die every time? Is that it? The adversary.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
Alright, I'm not even gonna turn around and leave. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie.
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Oh, Jesus, why are you so angry?
Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
Crystal, let's just get on with it already.
Let's get her out. We killed her last time, now let's just try to save her. We just gotta do it one more time.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
This is new.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about?
It's a mirror.
You reach forward, but there was a...
And now it's gone, so all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
Enter
No
the
knife
basement.
this time. Right then, fisticuffs it is. Probably more fair to her anyway. Wouldn't want to feel like we cheated our way to a win.
I love this guy.
As long as you can still get the job done. And don't forget that the blade is waiting for you upstairs if you happen to change your mind.
Yeah, no. What the? Am I still recording? Oh, I fucking accidentally hit the switch on my fucking extension cord and fucking hell. At least we're still recording. We're still recording, and that's the important thing.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Oh, I'm pretty sure she wants to fight.
Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Hell yeah!
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
Fucking love this guy!
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
But what if I want to be Goku?
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle
Wow.
leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
She's a demon. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be tough.
It looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I've been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us.
Oh,
But no little knife this time, huh?
nope.
Ugh. I hope you're not just here to chat. I've been itching for a rematch.
You look different. So you do remember me.
No, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again? Or are you scared I'm going to put you down for good this time?
Alright, fine. If you're not going to address it, I will. What? You've already met the princess has already met you. The two of you killed each other. Did you think you'd be able to just openly talk about all that without me noticing?
Yeah.
Maybe. You did seem to just gloss over the whole thing for a while. Of course I glossed over it. When a colleague says something insane, glossing over it is one of the best ways to stay focused and keep moving forward. Enough is enough. I believe you. And that's all the more reason to take this seriously.
Well-
You don't know that whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke. And beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember.
Well, good.
Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
Well, too bad. Just because it bothers you, I'm going to take this even less seriously. You don't know the depths of my apathy.
You're joking, right? I'm just going to pretend that you're joking.
No, I'm being a complete asshole for the fuck of it.
Yeah, you better
Oh.
be joking. We can't win unless you take this seriously.
Okay, fine. I'll take you seriously. I'll kick her ass, but I really want to spite that asshole. You look different. I actually am here I am just here to chat. I'm actually here to free you. You look different.
Aside from your empty hands, you look exactly the same.
Really? I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first. Like how we're both still alive. I haven't decided what I'm doing yet. Don't worry, I'm always up for a good fight. In fact, the only reason I came down here without a weapon is because having a knife felt unfair. Actually, yeah.
Then why are you just standing there? Fight me.
I'm actually here to...
Free her? You aren't. I don't know why I'm even bothering, to be honest. You know the stakes of the situation.
Oh, yeah.
Who says I want to be free?
You don't want to be free? Are you serious? If you don't want to be free, then what do you want? Me? Anyone? Why wouldn't you want to be free?
Yeah, I'm fine right where I am.
Okay, hold on. Did you hear that? Maybe we don't have to do anything. If she's fine where she is, maybe...
As long as you go back upstairs, pick up that knife, and fight me to the death.
Never mind. There is no happy ending where everyone makes it out of this place alive. You either deal with her here,
Nah,
now,
I'm figuring
or
this
she'll
out.
eventually find her way out. Whether she even wants to leave is hardly relevant. This cabin won't last forever.
Oh, yeah?
Hear that? Between him and her, that should be all the motivation you need. Now pick up the blade and fight her.
No, pick up the blade and slay her. You're being a bit semantic, aren't you? I am, but it's an important distinction. If you're going to see this through, you need to hold the right intent. This isn't a sparring match. It is a lethal confrontation that will decide the future of everything.
Fine. As long as it leads to a fight, do whatever he just said.
Fine, let's do this. Attack unarmed. Attack her unarmed. Blades upstairs. I don't know what happened to you since the last time we met, but I'm not fighting a giant demon lady. Bye. Fine, let's do this. Attack her. Okay, I actually am here just to chat.
Haven't we talked enough? Do you really have anything else to say? Or are you just stalling because you're scared I'm going to kill you again?
I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first, like how we're both still alive.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done. Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
You sure?
Couldn't have said it better myself.
God, you are really intent on the fight. The blade's upstairs. I'll be right back. Go upstairs and retrieve the blade. Turn around and leave without saying anything. Attack her unarmed. Fine, let's do this. God, actually, hold up.
You haven't decided? We talked more than enough last time. Do you really have anything else to say? Or are you just stalling because you're scared I'm going to kill you?
I'm not scared you're going to kill me.
If you want to
free you.
talk, I guess I can talk. But you should come a little closer first.
Yeah, Step closer.
You take a cautious step towards the princess, unarmed. I wish I could believe you know what you're doing, but you clearly don't.
I don't.
You stop a few feet short of her reach, her chains taut as she stares down at you. She's a lot bigger than I thought she was.
Why do you sound so scared? We can take her.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what do you want? Because every second we waste talking is a second we could spend killing each other instead.
Why do you want us to kill each other? Can't we just, I don't know, spar a little? Maybe there's a compromise where we can all get what we want. Nobody has to die and the world doesn't have to end. If all you want to do is fight me, does that mean you won't end the world? So you're just fine locked away in here. You really don't want to be free? What happened after I died? We have to figure out why we're here. We were put down here for a reason. I was sent to kill you for a reason. Don't you care what that reason is?
I don't need to care, because I already know what I am. I've already found my purpose.
Okay.
The princess flashes a sinister grin.
Alright.
You.
Does she mean her purpose is killing us?
Oh god.
No, she means fighting us. She means both of us getting stronger through sheer pain and will, the fear of death no longer able to hold us back. Just go and pick up the blade already. I'm sick of all this anticipation. We're ready.
Why do you want us to kill each other?
Why wouldn't I want that? Why don't you want that? It felt good last time. It felt right.
Did it though?
And it makes sense.
How does it make sense? If all we want to do is fight me, does that mean you won't end the world?
The world? If there's a world, I haven't seen it. There's you, and there's me, and there's the ground beneath our feet. Why would I care about ending something I've never seen?
Good point. So you're just fine locked away.
Here you go again, talking about my freedom.
The princess glances down at her chains.
If you're talking about these, they're nothing.
Break them!
She steps forward, her bindings creaking under the pressure of her strength. And then they snap. It was only
There
a
we
matter
go.
of time, but she's loose.
Dear Lord. What do we do?
Oh, if only there was some sort of weapon you could use to fight a world-ending monstrosity. I wonder where you'll find one of those.
Just do exactly what I've been telling you to do since the second we got here. Take the blade, fight her, kill her, and win.
What? Did you think you were safe standing right outside my grasp? The only reason I haven't drawn blood is because I want to make sure that your heart is in it. I don't like fighting someone with a weak spirit.
Good point.
But go ahead. Keep trying my patience.
Alright. Fine, fine. I'll fight you. I'll give you a fight. I'll be right back. Not going to fight you. Turn around and leave. What happened after I died?
I woke up. Didn't you?
You don't have any wounds. You're different. The basement is different. Doesn't any of this bother you? Why don't you care about what you are?
I like it. It's so cramped. Like the only way out of here is through each other.
You don't have any wounds? Or we could just walk single file out of here.
That's right, not everything has to be so violent.
That's pathetic. I would never do that, and I hate that you even suggested it.
Leave it at that. Fine, if you want to fight, I'll give you a fight. I'll be right back. Retrieve the knife and slay the princess.
I'll be waiting, but you better not be wasting my time.
You make your way back up the stairs to the cabin above. The princess, surprisingly true to her word, lets you leave.
She
The
wants a
blade
fight.
remains where you left it, on the wrought iron altar.
Oh, this is... I've been going at
Great.
this video for
Now pick
so
it up
long.
and march back down there.
Take the blade from the altar. You know, we could just stay here. Who says we have to fight to the death?
You take the blade from the altar.
Return to the basement.
Blade in hand, you make your way back down the basement stairs. You find the princess waiting for you, just where you left her.
See? I knew we could trust her. I told you we could trust her.
Glad to see you finally stopped having cold feet. I could barely wait. My skin is practically crawling with anticipation. Fight me. Now.
Attack the princess.
Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess.
I
Here we
don't
go.
want to fight her, but...
Let's make this count.
Oh, we'll make it count, all right.
As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood. But she's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor.
One
She
hit.
almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you? That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me. It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart. You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point? So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Don't let her get in your head. Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win. She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through. Don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action.
Don't listen to them. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win, the only way out of this is through her.
Alright, let's do it. Strike at her heart head on. Bait an opening and outmaneuver her. Run. Ooh, strike at her heart head on. Bait an opening.
You push yourself off the ground and attack the princess, trying to bait an opening. You do your best to outplay her, slashing out and leaving red cuts in the tattered remains of her white dress. But you have little room to maneuver. For every glancing blow you manage to land, she slams you against the wall in retaliation, each impact threatening to be the last.
Ah, crap.
This weak little dance isn't working. Just toughen up and overpower her.
She's throwing us around like a ragdoll. I think overpowering her is a little out of the question.
Did you think you could stop me with a few cuts? All this dancing around is doing nothing but annoying me. I own this place, and I own you.
The princess's arm shoots forward, her palm wrapping around your head, fingers gripping your skull.
Wait, did she get another horn?
How disappointing.
She squeezes, the pressure unbearable as her fingers dig into your scalp. The last thing you hear is the unsettling crack of your skull and the sickening churn of what was your grey matter.
Okay, I didn't like that.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
At least she's free. The Eye of the Needle. What the hell? Chapter 3.
You're on a path in the wood. If you weren't so damned afraid of what she'd do to you, we wouldn't have died back there.
Fear is good. Fear keeps us alive. We died because you didn't have enough of it.
Okay, I'm saving here. This is... Whoa, this is fucking crazy. I don't know what I did, and now I am here. Alright, so that's it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. God, I went half an hour longer than I usually do. If you guys like it, make sure to leave a like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll do more of this game later. I didn't know it went past chapter 2. Oh, that is crazy. There is a lot more to this game that I didn't know about, and I want to see more of it. Yes. Oh my god, this game feels almost endless. I'm probably going to play more of it on my own time, and then more of it on video. So, as always, my friends, stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!